Hey guys, gals, and what we gonna call them today? Let's see. What should we call them? Dumbasseries. Yeah, let's call them dumbasseries. Yeah, guys, gals, and dumbasseries. All right, so this one right here is the old kicker, man. Shined it up. You want to know how to redo this and make this look pretty again? It was not clean. Basically, what I did was squirted the 303 protectant that I showed you in the blue bottle in the car audio garage lab area. And this was that nasty ass dusty kicker speaker. It's a still good speaker. But I want to show you some stuff on this so we can laugh a little bit. So you got Master B. He love that kicker. He calls these the kings. Well, these ain't kings. These is tens is what these is. These is 10. But I want to show you something here. Now, he says cone area is king. Well, I disagree. That's not always true. No, not in every situation. This would be one of them. So, this sub, if you measure from, I'm going where the actual suspension would actually work, this foam surround, to where it actually functions, not where it's glued, but where it starts. It's 9 1/4. I mean 9 1/8 inches. So this is 9 1/8 inches cone. Okay, which is bigger than what this JL junk would be. But here's where you run into problems with shit like this. Damn, I gotta watch what I'm doing here. This is the JL sub. And if you measured it the same way, it's going to come out to be about 8 7/8. Yeah, 8 7/8. Okay. Now, this is the American Pro sub that I said would whoop the shit out of that sub. Done proved it, done put it in there in car audio labs. And if you measured where it's actually, the suspension would actually work, it's going to be 8 7/8. Exactly the same as this. Now, that's the reason this speaker fit in the same hole as the other sub. In other words, I took this sub, blew one out. This is the Blowed JL sub with all the screws and shit in it. This is the Blowed JL. That's a 200-watt sub. And people was like, well, I mean, man, you're putting the bottom line sub in there, man. It's not fair, man. You're going to get... Guys, it's called fucking favoritism and excuses. I'm not here for favoritism and excuses. I'm here to tell the damn truth. So, yeah, these are the same size cone. And you got Master B said cone area is king. Well, that's not necessarily fucking true in every situation. Depends on how much bigger the cone is. Now, if it's just going to be like a little bit bigger, this is what, maybe 1/4 of an inch bigger all the way around. Well, that's an advantage, yeah. But different speakers have different advantages. So this speaker right here had a bigger roll, which is going to allow it supposed to move more. Well, that's not always true either, It depends on the spider. It depends on the motor size. How much motor force it's got. Guys, there's a lot that goes into a speaker. I'm not a speaker expert, but I know enough about speakers, and I've had enough of them, that the cone area is not always the biggest factor in the speaker. Yeah, if everything is identical on the subwoofer, yeah, cone area would be king. But if it's not all identical, no, that's not necessarily true. No, fuck no. Hell no. It's not true at all. That's another goddamn myth. Alright, so here we had a 200 watt RMS rated sub. You can Google the shit and you look it up, whatever. You fix to be in for a big surprise. This is a 100 watt RMS subwoofer. Now check the motor on that bitch out, which is pulling this speaker in. Guys, this is a 350 max sub. They're all single voice coil 4-ohm subs, all of these. All right. However, this doesn't read 4 ohm. It reads like 4.3. That makes a difference. This reads 4 ohm, which makes a difference with the amplifier. Now check this out. Screw on real brass terminals that are metal. That's metal, not plastic, that is bolted on right there. And this will accept 10 gauge. You might could squeeze some 8 in there, but it'd be tight. But I'd say 10 is the best. Spade. Bullshit. You want to see the motor size difference? Alright, let's check the motor size difference out. There you go. There's your motor size difference. 200 watt sub? No way. Fucking bullshit. That's why it blew up. 100 watt sub? No way. This is a way better built sub. This will do more than 100 watts. I've done put it in the damn boxes. It beat the shit out of that thing. The other one. Guys, look at the size difference. Do you need me to measure everything? Like, it's almost like I feel like I'm measuring stuff for a girl I never met. I found her on Tinder. She wants me to measure it for her. Alright, so if you measure this out, this is a 5.5 inch motor. 1 inch thick. Ain't it? Yeah. Yeah, 1 inch thick. 5.5 inch motor with a thick back plate and a pretty good size. Well, yeah, the back plate, what is that, 1/4 inch or something? Pretty big, pretty thick. Look at this little P-dabber son of a bitch. Look at it. What is that, a 16th by 1 inch? This might be a little bit more than an inch. I think it's an inch though, inch slug. Can be close. It might be over just a tad. No, it's 1 inch. So that's 1 inch, 1 inch. But this is only hey Miller. I'm doing a video. This is 4 inches. So that's a 4 inch motor. Four inch 1 by 1. 5 inches by 1. And everybody knows the wider the motor is, the more force this magnet will have. If it's the same type. And it is the same type. Alright. Now let's measure the spider on this JL. you know, the gel that had the bigger surround on it. If you don't know what it looks like, go back and look at the video. The actual spider that would actually be functional, it's not going to be that first rib. That ain't going to do shit because that's glued. So let's measure from there to there. 4 1/4. Yes, 4 1/4 inch spider. All right, here you go. This is what makes the difference in this subwoofer. This is why this subwoofer kicks this other one's ass. This wasn't as big as this one, but it's gonna move more in the end when I put more power to it. I was tickling this subwoofer. There wasn't enough power to make this subwoofer move like that one was doing. That's what you call an efficient, cheap sub. They're decent subs, but it definitely is not worth $138 when I could buy this for $10. This wasn't $10 20 years ago, no. We're talking about what you can buy now. All right, so let's measure this one, this spider, and guys, if you can't tell the difference, look at the damn difference in these. So the working area of this spider is going to be that first ridge where it dips down. And the best way I can measure it, I'm going to try to measure it across and show you. Because I want to prove shit to you and show you this is how it works. So not only does it got a bigger motor, that's more motor force. It's got more area to travel. The top plate, back plate, it's all whatever you want to fucking call it. I'm not a damn speaker expert, but I know enough about them that if it's got more room to travel, it's got more room to travel. So if I done this, let me get this tape measure in there. It's kind of hard to do with the speakers still together, so I don't plan on cutting it apart. Six and 3/4. I hope you can see that. 6 3/4. Whoops, sorry. Let me get that back in there. Trust me, guys, it's 6 3/4 versus 4. Was that 4? 6 3/4, and this was what, 4 1/4. 4. So 2 3/4 inches bigger spider than that spider. This speaker's gonna dominate that speaker. The motor's bigger. The suspension will travel farther. It's got the same yellow spider, the same thickness, it's the same stiffness, just like this one. This ain't no 2-layer or anything. Now look at this son of a bitch. Let's laugh at this one too. Now Kicker made this bigger, but here's where they fucked up. It doesn't have any damn spider to travel with. It's not enough there. So if you check from where it's glued, the first dip down is going to be 5 1/2 inches. So 4 inch, 5 1/2 inches, 6 3/4. This is bigger by about 1/4 inch all the way around. This speaker will not beat this speaker here. No. Let's look at the motor size. It's got a taller back plate, but the problem is the spider is not going to move far enough. This is just keeping it from bottoming out. It'll never bottom it out. No, it'll blow up before that. That's how they're keeping it from blowing up. But the actual movement of the speaker is not going to be better than this one. No, hell no. So let's measure it across. 5 inches. Wait, I'm giving it more. Yeah, that's accurate. That's good enough. I'm calling it good enough. 5 inches. Versus 6. Right there. 5.5. 5.5 on this one. 5 on this one. This is not 1 inch. No, that's 3/4 slug. This is a weaker motor. It's a smaller motor in thickness and in diameter. This is thicker. This is 1 inch, bigger in diameter. This is 1 inch and smallest in diameter. These two speakers are extremely, well, I don't want to say that. They're way too high priced. Way too high. Now, it's got spring terminals that, look at the wire size here. You'll be lucky to get a 14 gauge wire in that damn thing, if you're lucky. 14 gauge. And this is spade terminals, which you could put bigger wire, whatever you needed to there, but it doesn't need it. It's only a 200 watt sub. I can't remember what this one is. I think it's right at 200 watts or 150, something like that. This sub will not beat this sub. It's not possible. It's not going to happen. They try to fool you with all this. Look how tall this sub is. You're like, damn, man. Well, that's because the back plate's thicker on the back. Yeah. It's not going to travel farther, though. It's impossible. This is going to travel farther. It has more motor force, bigger spider, and it's only smaller by less than 1/4 inch all the way around. This speaker's going to move more easily. This one. It's going to hold more power. It's going to be louder than this one. This is not going to, guys, I mean, if I could grab a hold of it and pick it up slick from that shit on it, I could pick the old damn speaker up and it's not going to go past the damn outside of the lip. No. I'm trying to tell you that I wanted to take this subwoofer and put it in that JL box, but the problem is it won't fit. No, because Kicker's trying to put that cone area as king, trying to make people think, oh, well, it's bigger. The cutout's bigger. It's gonna be way louder. No, it's not. It's got a smaller motor. The coil size from this speaker and this one's the same. This is a little bitty ass shit. I don't even know what the hell it is. But this is not worth $138 by any means. No, hell no. I tell you right now, I take this $10 100 watt sub over the RMS over that motherfucker any day of the week, or that one. That right there. Yeah, that was not a $10 sub when it was built, but I bought these for $10. Both of them. Both speakers for $10. Bigger spider, bigger motor. Rubber surround, not foam, rubber. And this cone is a see-through cone. It's a light cone, which is going to make it it's going to make up for the rubber surround for it being efficient. Yeah, you can see through it. See my fingers on the other side of it. Right there, see? You see my fingers? So, this is a polycone. This is like a hard ABS or something. and this was like a ABS type. It looked like a carbon, but it's not a carbon cone. I don't know. I'm not sure what kind of plastic that was. And a foam surround. So foam surround, rubber surround. This is just a better speaker. Now, if you wanted to invert the speaker, you can invert this speaker without some kind of damn gasket around it, and neither can you do this one without some kind of gasket around it. Old school right here's got the cork gasket all the way around, so guess what? You can invert the sub and it won't leak. Just like that, and show off that pretty little motor. Stick my finger down in there. It does have a screen all the way down inside, where this one's on the outside right there. This has actually got smaller webbings in there, so nothing's going to get down in there. But I just wanted to show you the difference of a $10 sub versus these high dollar subs that ain't worth a shit. This will not go in the standard hole that most 10-inch subs will go into. These two will go in the same hole. This is the loudest speaker. I've already played this speaker in the kicker box. It's a different box, but it's a ported box. And it was not louder than this one. No, hell no. You guys take care. Have a great day. Thought I'd show you the difference. Show you what the motor was and why this speaker was holding that power. It says it's 100 watt RMS. Guys, you saw what the same power did to this speaker, and it was beating the shit out of that other speaker at the same power. This one could go way higher. And this sub, I wanted to try to put it in the JL box, but it's not going to beat it. It's not mechanically capable of beating it. No, there's not enough here to do it. The motor's too small, the spider's too small. There's not enough travel. You couldn't invert it. I don't like the sub. No, I don't understand why people get a hard on over Kicker. I like Kicker products, a lot of them, but I don't get a hard on over them. No, it's if I can't get it at a deal, I don't buy it. No. If I can't get it cheap as shit, I'm not buying it at all. I do got a few Kicker amps, but I got them off of Goodwill, dirt cheap. I'm not spending no $300 or $200 on a Kicker amplifier. No. It's made in China. You guys have a great day. I'll post this video up so you can see what the difference is between JL junk, American Pro, 20 years old or more, and good old Kicker. They're still making these today. This is the comp line. Yep, right there. You guys have a good day. See you.